So I've added up all the steps, and altogether it is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm pretty sure, you know, one of the qualifications is probably gonna be definitely you have to actually have a pair of Hooters. But from the girls I've seen online and in stores, it looks like the Hooters thing, having boobs, has just slowly gone a little bit down the drain. So there's one qualification that kind of surprised me as soon as I looked it up. I didn't think there would be that many rules, and if they were, I didn't think they'd be that strict. But you can't, let me just go through the steps. Number uno is your hair. French, that's un. If you're American, that's one. Okay, you can never come to work with wet hair. Style your hair as if you're going on a big date. They say always come to Hooters like you're going on a big date. Use the best styling products, not the cheapest, which means they don't want crappy looking hair. So if I was to go in right now and I tried to get a job, I wouldn't be accepted because one of the many rules is get your hair cut every 6 to 8 weeks, and you can't have no skunk-like streaks in your hair, roots, or root of any color. It can't have like 2 different tones. It can't be shown. Your hair has to be one solid color, and you can probably have highlights. Well, you can, but that's about it. That's all they're gonna let you have. Now, when they say get your hair cut every 6 to 8 weeks, it's because they don't want you to look like a big mess, basically, while you're working there. They don't want you to have flyaways. They don't want you to have dead ends. They don't want that perceived, my bad, as their kind of girls that work there. Now, the Hooters girl, as you see them, they're very elegant looking, very classy. They're always done up, though. They always look their best, and it's because that's one of the many classifications of being a Hooters girl. Now, from where you live, I'm not sure if your girls follow that rule, but that's the first one, and I know it's expected at, like, they have Hooters pageants and calendar girls and Hooters girl of the day. It's expected there, but I don't know what their qualifications are around your house. So the first step is keep your hair in shape. Don't use products that say they work, use products you know that work. So I would recommend maybe going through a couple, using leave-in conditioners maybe 3 times out of the week. Definitely do the haircut, but if you're like me, you don't need your haircut really. Me, I don't really get the split end deal. I get hair. But I would do that if I had a flyaway, or if anything was sticking up where it wasn't supposed to be. And they also recommend if you have a heart-shaped face, like me, I have a heart-shaped face, is what it's considered. They recommend you do keep the bangs, and they recommend that it features around your face, because mine's heart-shaped, so heart-shaped means it's a little bit bigger than most people. Like, if you have a elongated face, they recommend you keep it a little bit pushed away from your face. And in every Hooters, you can't have hair in your face. So if you're a suicide girl, I wouldn't recommend trying to go get a job there, because they also don't accept the whole piercing and tattoo showing thing. Number 2, French toile, Spanish dos, took me a minute, but I got it, is your brows. They have to be 1 shade darker than your hair color. They can't be dramatically out there. You have to use neutrals to highlight your eyes only. You can only use neutrals. You can't use like crazy colors like purples and blues and oranges unless you have orange skin, then I guess that's considered a neutral to you. But I'm pretty sure they wouldn't hire you if you had orange skin. With eyeliners, you can only use the traditional black, navies, or browns. You can't go crazy with that either. Use your lash. Here's a little tip they gave me, and I did it last night, which you can't see, I don't think. Not really, because I fell asleep. That's another rule, but I'll get to that. Anyway, you have to use lash curlers before you apply your mascara, and use lengthening. So what you're going to do is, I'm actually going to do a tutorial on this. You have to use the lash curlers, and then you have to go and apply a coat of mascara, let that one dry, and then do another one over it. That's what they recommend. And it can't look funky. Number 3, French toile trace in Spanish. Okay, so this one is lips and cheeks. And I know a lot of us tend to do this, which is kind of goop it on. Or you don't wear any blush at all, like I usually do. But they want you to use warm cheek colors to focus on the apples of your cheeks, which if you don't know what that is, that's this part. The part when you smile, this part sticks out. That's the part they want you to focus on. You're going to blend it towards your hairline, which is right here, as you can see I've done. And that's just to make it look more natural, so it doesn't look like you just like, nah. I went in the snow today and played, and it got really cold. So they don't want you to look like a hooker. Create a pouty lip by applying lip color using a lip brush first, but you don't have to do that because I experimented with it last night. It actually worked better when you just straight up apply it with your finger. Then a pencil to complement your color, following the natural line, which is this one, the one around your lips, not out here. We're not trying to be Marilyn Manson and Lady Gaga. And you're going to follow your whole entire lips. You're not going to do little hearts or something, you know. Keep it at a basic. Use a lip color in warm, bright shades. Now, I know a lot of girls that like to do a little bit more dramatic, use reds and pinks. You know, I use them too, but in Hooters, they don't want you to look like a prostitute. Like, if it goes a little bit and they say it's fine, I'm pretty sure a red would be considered, and maybe a little bit brighter of a pink, but they don't really want the big poppy looking colors because you're supposed to look natural. That's what Hooter girls are known for, is looking mainly natural. They don't wear a lot of makeup. They don't do a lot of stuff to their hair. The most they do is curl it, but curling is also a natural thing, you know. People are born with curly hair. So that's not really considered, you know, unnatural. Cuatro in Spanish, and then I think it's just quat or something like that in French. I don't know. I never remember before. But I know most people wouldn't expect them to have this, but they actually do have a recommended skincare regimen for girls who work at Hooters. I'm reading this off paper. I did get it off their Hooters site, so don't think it's false information, because it's not. You can go there, actually, Hooters.com, like, it's not hard to know, and then you're going to click this big button that says how to be a Hooters girl, or do you want to be a Hooters girl, and it'll take you to this, and I'll show you all the steps. They're like in a little bar, and it's like eyes, skincare, you know, stuff like that. But always take your makeup off when you go to bed. They are serious about that rule. Cleanse skin morning and night. They're serious about that too. Use a toner to close the pores, but that's only if you have really oily skin, which I do, so I'm going to have to use a toner. Like right now, I don't have a toner, so I kind of have to go over it with some powder and try to make it look as natural as possible, because this is actually the makeup I tried it with last night, except the lipstick. I reapplied it. Wear a light moisturizer even if you have oily skin. They want you to do that because it makes your skin look more glowy and it looks more elegant. And so you need to look photo ready at any point in this, because that's part of being a Hooters girl, is you have to look like you're about to go on a runway almost every day. Not a runway specifically, but like you like it even says on there, always do hair and makeup like you were going on a big date. You never know when you're going to get a photo shoot or someone's going to take a photo with you, because most Hooter girls do get asked to take photos with them in the actual stores. So another one is you have to finish with the powder, and they're very serious about this too, because they don't want blotchy skin. And another rule was do not have the line right here that most girls have, and it bugs me when I see it too, so I can't blame them. It's like really dark right here because they didn't blend the makeup through properly, and that can be avoided by you just going like that. You ever heard of that? Yeah, it's a little routine. I know it looks like you're like dusting something off your chin, or like you got something on it, but that's how you girls look when you do that. It looks like you just like took your chin and blotched it in some orange shit, and nobody cared. You can't use profanity, but I'm going to, because I'm not working there yet. I probably won't be working there till May, because that's when I'm 18 and you have to be 18 to work in Hooters. Yes, that's true, ladies. You have to be 18 through 21 to work at a Hooters. And if you want to be like a cook, you can be 16. That's the lowest they're going to go. And that's not getting you a floor position, which means you're not making the big bucks. Sorry. Drink lots of water. This is actually considered skincare because water cleanses you, which makes your skin look more vibrant. Drink lots of water and eat lots of fruits and vegetables. Now, we're not talking canned fruits and canned vegetables like I have at my house. We're talking actually get your fat ass up, go to the grocery store, get some real fruits and vegetables because you're not getting the actual protein and vitamins and minerals eating a can of fruit. Okay? It's been sealed in there for God knows how long. They don't get old in the can that well. I don't think they age at all, but I'm pretty sure they have an expiration date. Now, everything done. The last step to being a Hooters girl. Number 6, cease. I said it in French. What's Spanish? Ces. Spanish and French are so much alike, and I can never learn them. But, work out. They're serious about this. They have a list on there telling you different things you can do based on your weight, you know, on an hourly schedule. They recommend you do back-to-back workouts. Like, don't stop if you're trying to get toned, which is what you're probably going to want. You're going to want toning if you're going to do photo shoots, you know. For an hour at least a day. Don't do the 30-minute class. Not accepted. Such as running, push-ups, curl-ups, and swimming. Now they also have biking and a bunch of other ones, and they tell you how many calories you will burn within that hour. I think it was actually biking that had the most, or it was jogging or something like that. Most calories you can burn based on your weight. So check out that is site. All the steps to be a Hooters girl. So if you want to get serious in the business and you want to be featured and actually want to be seen as an actual Hooters girl, please follow those. And if you live in Tennessee and you work at one currently, please just check it out. For the love of God, it's not going to hurt you. The girls downtown, they're hot. I'll give them credit. They look good. But the girls in Hermitage have been getting a little bit slumpy. And Mount Juliet and stuff like that. Oh, God. You know, when you're representing pretty women, you don't want to have a couple that are kind of falling out of the bush. So, that's all the steps. Look them up on Hooters.com under Do You Want to Be a Hooters Girl? It's one of the big little buttons you can click. You can look up pageants if you already have all this down. If you work at Hooters, congratulations. I'll probably be joining you. Don't be jealous when I beat you. No, I'm kidding. So I'm gonna be having blonde hair when I go in, and I'm gonna have extensions, and I'm gonna take care of myself daily. I've already started the drinking lots of water thing. See? That's pure H2O, children and adults. Hopefully if you're a child, you won't be looking this up. So thank you for watching. I will put tutorials up on how to do the makeup.